So our April Memory of the Month is coming up. Stay tuned. Hi everybody, welcome back to Life with a Side of Autism. Today I wanted to share with you a memory that I have, and it's a really distinct memory, and it was definitely one of those aha moments I had as a parent of a child with autism. So my son Brad he was in the 5th grade, and he was not able to eat lunch in the cafeteria with all the other children. It was just too loud, too distracting. He just found it very just upsetting. He just couldn't do it. So he would eat lunch every day in the classroom, and the teacher was so wonderful. She would have kids that on a weekly basis, they would get a week. She would pick 2 children a week that would get to eat lunch with Brad in the classroom. And basically it was a privilege to be able to not have to, to be able to eat lunch in the classroom with Brad. And it was so nice, and it went really well. Close to the end of the year, we were able to get Bradley into the cafeteria so he could eat his lunch in the cafeteria with the rest of the kids. So I would be checking in with the teacher, like, how did it go? And she'd be like, oh, it's going fine. And I talked to Bradley and I said, how was lunch in the cafeteria today? And he'd be like, fine, it was kind of loud. And, sometimes they turned the lights on and off when they were trying to get our attention. But, he's like, it's okay. And I'd say, well, who did you eat lunch with today? And he'd say, oh, I ate by myself. And that would just break my heart, just thinking, oh my gosh, he's eating lunch by himself. That would just tear me up inside, just like this poor kid just sitting eating lunch by himself. So, and I'd call the teacher and she's like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, and she was really working hard to find people to eat lunch with him. And so, one day I said to Brad, who'd you eat lunch with today? And he said, I ate lunch by myself. And I'm like, oh, Brad, I'm sorry, we're really trying to find people to eat lunch with you. And he's like, I don't like eating lunch with other people. And I'm like, you don't? He's like, no. He's like, it's too hard for me to eat and have to listen to people and talk to people. And I don't like it when people watch me chew my food. So I feel like I have to be like this because I don't want people to see me chew food. He's like, I'd rather just sit by myself and eat lunch. He's like, that way I can just eat by myself and watch people. And I was like, oh. So it was just like that aha moment where, I'm a very extroverted social person, and my social needs are, I have to eat lunch around people, I have to be around people, I've got to be out there. But that wasn't Brad's social needs. Brad wanted to take a break and eat by himself and just have, some time to himself. And so it was just like this big aha that I realized my social needs are different than Brad's social needs, and I need to respect Brad's social needs. And so after that, it was just like, oh, okay, well, you let me know if you're feeling lonely and you want friends to sit at the table with you. Like, okay. And so as he got older, he did actually start, eating with other people. But I think that's something that as, autism parents, we just forget sometimes. We think, oh, it should be like this. This is how it is with all kids. And, all kids are different, especially our kids with autism are different from, their typical peers. So just something to keep in mind. So I think what I really learned was that it's important that I check with him what his needs and what his wants are, and not just to project what I think his needs and his wants are. And Brad is verbal, so I can easily do that. Now I know with some kids that are nonverbal, that's going to be a lot harder to do. You really can't do that. But I'm in the position with a verbal child that I can do that. So that's what I took away from this whole experience. So please follow Life with a Side of Autism, and be sure to check out our IGTV page for more videos.